Okay, welcome back again. We are now going to go over a short demonstration detailing some of the most common HTML5 tags that we use for displaying media. They are some most common ones are audio, video, and canvas, where we can simply display graphics and visualizations. So first, I want to briefly just explain Canvas. So the Canvas element, it's an HTML tag, and it's similar to the div or the table tag, with the exception that its contents are rendered mostly in JavaScript. So I want to take a look at that code briefly. So in order to use Canvas, we need to place the canvas tag somewhere inside of our HTML document. I have my canvas tag right here, and I have the properties of the width and height that it will be displayed on the web page. Now remember, JavaScript is rendered mostly in JavaScript, so we have to create a script here. And in our JavaScript, we utilize the canvas element and the canvas context here. This is often a very confusing part, but we need to understand the difference between the canvas element and the canvas context. So the canvas element is an actual DOM node that is embedded inside the HTML page. And the canvas context right here and here is the object with properties and methods that we'll use to render our illustration inside of our canvas element. And that context can usually be like 2D right here, or something similar. And each canvas element can only have one context. And here's the rest of the lengthy code, but it's a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I have that pulled up right here. Go to our canvas tag, and we can see this is the little illustration that we have created inside of our HTML page. And here's the width and the height as we described inside of our canvas tag. Let's take a quick look at the video tag and how we use some of those tags and properties inside of HTML. So I want to take a look at the code first for video. You see here that I have some CSS built into the HTML file. Now, the video tag is how you will put a video inside of an HTML file, but what I want to pay attention to is the properties right here. So the controls property right here, it adds play, pause, and volume controls. And the loop actually will replay the video after it's been completed. Let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what that is talking about. So here I have two videos, there's no audio with them, but they're quick and they're just about nature. So this bottom video here, I have added an autoplay control property to inside the video tag. Let's take a look at that. I have controls, which again are my play, pause, and volume controls, but I also have an autoplay. So as soon as the HTML file is loaded, it autoplays the video. And let's take a look at the video on the top. I'll skip to the end so I can show you what this one does after it's been completed. It go ahead and replays the video. That's very useful for music videos or something that you want to repeat in the background or something. And we do that with this loop property right here inside of this video tag. And we also have our height and our width as we normally do in pictures and other sorts of media. Lastly, let's take a look at an audio tag. I want to show you the script for that one first. The audio tag, I have included a song that is kind of a neat, it's a little Christian song by Mercy Me, and I'll let you listen to it if you want to. I won't describe that. But we can see here in our HTML file, I have added the controls property as well, which is the play button, volume, and such. And I have also added the loop function, which replays it, and the preload property. Now, the preload means as soon as the HTML page is loaded, the audio is loaded at the same time. And that means it'll be ready to run as soon as the HTML page is loaded. Now, it's important to know that if I have the autoplay, or excuse me, if I have the preload autoplay property here, then this preload gets ignored because the autoplay will automatically play it. So they're kind of the same. The only difference is the preload does not autoplay the video. So let's go ahead and take a look at that audio tag, and we will just go ahead and play it. Now, you can come through and listen to this, but just real quick, I'll demonstrate the fact that I have added the loop property inside this audio tag. Very, very useful if you want to play a bunch of songs or you want to play a particular song while you go do the dishes or whatever you wanted to do. So that is basically it for a lot of the most common HTML5 tags for audio, video, and Canvas. And depending on the browsers that you are using, a lot of them, some have greater support for HTML5 tags in media than others. And that'll be a fun little research that you can do on your own. But the majority of them will have basic support for these tags. And that is it for this lesson. Thanks for tuning in.